Hi everyone, and welcome to Community Health Worker 210. This is your practicum course. The purpose of this orientation is just to provide you an overview of the course and to help orient you to Blackboard and how we will be utilizing Blackboard for this class. As you can see here on the main menu, this is how you will navigate through the course. Over here where it says Start Here, just as it says, go ahead and start there. This course is set up differently from courses you may be familiar with. So it is still separated into learning modules. However, each module is 2 weeks long. So for example, module 1 is for weeks 1 and 2. You will have a discussion board for each module, but your initial posting is due at the end of week 1. So for example, for Module 1, your initial discussion board post is due by Sunday, August 30th, and then you have the entire second week to reply to at least 2 classmates. The textbook we are using for this class is called Professionalism in Healthcare, a Primer for Career Success. We are using an older edition, that's the 4th edition, which is a lot less expensive. So be sure you shop around for the textbook. So the ultimate purpose of this class is to help you gain experience in this field. So it is your responsibility to make sure you are keeping track of your hours at your practicum site. I would also suggest keeping a weekly journal to document your thoughts and experiences as you progress through your practicum experience. And lastly, do not hesitate to contact me if you experience any issues or concerns. Do not wait until the end of the semester to bring up a concern. So next I want to go over the syllabus, which can be listed here under syllabus and schedule. So I do have a downloadable syllabus. So this course is worth 5 labs and it's 1 credit. It's all online and field work. One thing I want to point out is, as you know, we are in a COVID experience, so my office hours are all online, and it's really just times for you to set up appointments with me. So we would just set up an appointment to meet virtually, and I can help you that way. I'm not going to read the entire syllabus for you. I just want to go over some of the assignments that you will be doing during the semester. So again, the main purpose is to complete your practicum hours. You are required to complete 125 practicum hours at your site. As I've also mentioned, each week there'll be discussion board points. You get points for posting and replying to your classmates. I will go over the rubric in a little bit. It is your responsibility to document your field experience and keep records of the hours you are completing. There will be a midterm evaluation, which is your own personal reflection and experience up to that date. And then finally, the bulk of this is your course portfolio. You're going to be completing an e-portfolio for this course. You can see here some of the requirements to include. Let me move back to Blackboard now. Under course materials, you'll find some information about some of the assignments for this course. So I'm first going to go over the discussion board. The discussion board is worth 10 points per learning module. And here are how your points are separated. So the first is the time of submission, your initial post. If it's submitted on time, you get 2 points. Remember, this is due the first week of each module. Another 2 points for writing at least 2 paragraphs. Another points that you are using text or references or really explaining your personal thoughts or experiences. 2 points for having posts free of grammatical and spelling errors. One thing I've noticed of late is that a lot of people are forgetting to capitalize the I at the beginning of sentences. So be sure you read your discussion board post before you submit it. And lastly, you get 2 points for replying to at least 2 classmates by the due date. As I mentioned, you'll be completing a course portfolio by the end of this course. You'll be using a portfolio link or tool in Blackboard. I suggest you start looking at the tools and resources to get familiar with this new tool, as I'm sure for most of you, if not all of you, you have not used the portfolio tool in Blackboard. But what's really neat about it is after you've completed the portfolio for this course, it is something you can download and share. So it could be a useful tool when applying for jobs later on. And so here I have provided you the assignment. You can do it either as a doc or a PDF download. Here again is the description. And then over here you can see the rubric for the course. So again, I really recommend that you play around and practice with the portfolio tools. Most of your time will be spent here under learning modules. So again, there'll be 8 learning modules for this course. And each module is 2 weeks long. And so on this landing page, it'll tell you the weeks, the chapter associated with it, your learning activities, and then your learning assessments and things that are worth points. So go ahead and click on it to enter the folder. When you enter the folder, you'll see the module overview or objectives, again, the learning activities and assessments. Each module will have your chapter PowerPoint. It may have some additional information for you to review and complete. For this week, you'll start your site placement and initial steps packet, which is located here. To complete it, you would just open up the document, which will open up in Word. If you don't have access to Word, please check under the announcement page, which will provide you instructions on how to access Microsoft Word and Office. When you open it, you may have to click on Enable Editing so you can enter in your own information, but this is what you will be completing for this week. Once you've completed it and saved it, you will turn it in. So click on Site Placement and Initial Steps here. You scroll a little bit down and you'll see here where it says Attach Files. So you will attach your file here and click on Submit. Let me go back. And then you have, of course, your discussion board, which is right here, Module 1 Introduction. The purpose of this discussion board is to just introduce yourself to your classmates and talk a little bit about your feelings as we enter this practicum class. You know, what are your thoughts and feelings? What are you nervous about? What are you excited about? And so to enter your discussion board post, you click on Create Thread. And what's nice about it is it gives the description again, so you can review what you're supposed to respond to. You would title your discussion board post and write your information here. Once you are done, you would click on Submit. So again, your discussion board is due the first week of the module, and then you reply to at least 2 classmates by the 2nd week. The last thing I'm going to show you is your portfolio, and there are actually 2 ways to access it. The first way is through Tools and Communication. Mine will look a little different than yours. Yours have a lot of things hidden. But if you scroll down, you can see your portfolio homepage. You would click on that to access your portfolio homepage. The other way, which I think is the easier way, is just to click on this menu item, Portfolio. And this will bring you to your portfolios. I have played around with this, so you can ignore these. But what you will do is you will create a new portfolio. And you will title it, so I will title it Parnas Mitchell Portfolio. You can place a description here and realize that all of this can be updated later on. So I'll just write Portfolio for CHW210. So what you can do is take a tour to get a better understanding on how to navigate through the portfolio. But this is what it will look like. So you'll be able to add artifacts and sections and menu page. So as I said, it's not difficult, but it is going to have a learning curve, right? So be sure to start this assignment early so you become familiar with using the portfolio tool. Let me see if I can just go back. I also wanted to point out one more thing that I forgot. So under course materials, if you go under our portfolio folder, I provided a whole folder for you in here that have some tools and some help. And so in here, there's a link to how to create portfolios in Blackboard. Here are some videos for creating portfolios in Blackboard. And then here's a help sheet. So be sure to review those. This concludes our orientation video for CHW210. As always, please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. All right, here's to a great semester.